The Great Hive Update. What will happen in the uncertain future of Deepwoken and its factions? Since Layer 2 was released, it's pretty clear to the community that the dev team wants to take a break from the depths. I mean, they made Layer 1 and now they made Layer 2 and they're interested in doing something else. And to be honest, I can't blame them. The world of Deepwoken is so unique and full of possibilities, so why should they just limit themselves to the underworld? Well, what else could they possibly do? Raguzer, the Deepwoken development head, has been vocal in the past about his ideas surrounding a new Luminant, a giant expansion of the overworld with unique creatures, environments, and everything. As of right now, that's a bit ridiculous. It might be larger than Layer 2 itself. That being said, Raguzer has been a little bit apprehensive against a new Luminant because he does not want the game to be directly linear. In comparison to other games like GPO, you level up at one island and then you head to the next, and Raguzer does not want Deepwoken to take this path. So for now at least, the central Luminant seems to be out of reach. What else could they do? I'm not too sure myself, but I saw something recently that rekindled that spark of excitement that I hold for Deepwoken and its world. A viewer of mine reached out to me and sent me a screenshot, and it reminded me on how much potential this game has with its own factions. As you can see right here, the developer Pheno and the leader of the Hive, the in-game faction, is thinking about declaring war on the Authority. To you guys, it might not seem giant, but I think this could be huge. Since the release of Deepwoken back in December of 2022, the world-scale events have been limited. Insane ideas about Hive sinking or even rising, and even my own possibility of a Hive-borne virus have been thrown around the Deepwoken community, and maybe, just maybe, they're thinking about weaponizing it. Of course, it's not weaponizing things like the damn serpent shoot, but perhaps the Deepwoken devs are putting some faction-based ideas into their arsenal of upcoming content. The Hive Update. This could be what they're working on because as we know it, the Hive faction is an in-game clan, like, with people, but I don't know if the Authority is. That means the only way to wage war against the Authority will be through content. I don't want to seem crazier than I already do, but this could be huge. The Hive is one of the strongest factions in lore, with its own exclusive island and power system all hidden away behind giant stone doors. And the Authority, well, they're the only faction crazy enough to tear down those walls and harness that power themselves. What do you think they would do? The inescapable grasp of the Central Authority would attempt to storm the Great Hive Airtel with the support of the cunning and ruthless Knives of Elise and the powerful regime of the Ignition Union. It would be ridiculous. The Hive itself is no joke, with access to life-weaving capability with the production and weaponization of your basic fruits and vegetables. They would not go down without a fight. So think about it. What would happen if the climate of the game was no longer full of unease and mystery, but for a few weeks it became a full-on war? The Kingdom of Etria and its allies already have problems with the Central Authority, and they don't like the Hive either, but maybe Lord Regent and his troublesome connection to the Ministry could influence the tide of battle. During this time full of distraction, the Duke finally gets a break. Etris and its agents turn a blind eye to his experiments, and he's not gonna waste time. Like, this dude is devious. Anything is possible if the two largest factions in Deepwoken's lore go head-to-head in a lethal struggle for territory. Like, this could be huge. With so much technology at stake, this could be a perfect way to unlock your evolved bells. By interacting with the Hive or Authority engineers, perhaps their advancements will modify your original resonance. Well, that's what I think could happen, but please leave your comments down below about what you think. I'm very excited to see Pheno interested in the lore of the game because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too sure he likes Hive lore at the moment. I think this is justified because take a look at his character. His name is certainly something Hivekin, but even his own race is currently the Helodar, and that's not a Hive race. I mean, the leader of the Hive, I'd expect him to be a Ganymede or any of the other Hive races, and from what I know, he switched off Ganymede to become a Helodar. Maybe he doesn't like the direction the Hive is heading and he wants to change that. Hopefully, the developers are excited to bridge the gap between lore and content in the future of Deepwoken. I cannot wait to see what they're doing. Make sure to like and subscribe, and if you do, I'll side with you during the Great Hive War. Have a good one.